Hello, I'm Safriana Luna, the Queer Spirit Guide, and I just got off of a call with Julie Palmer, which you can find on YouTube or on my Facebook or in all of our groups if you want to go and check that out. But I just was feeling called to go ahead and say hello because I know it's been a little bit since I've gone live and done any kind of update. There's so much collective friction happening right now. And as I was talking with Julie, I was working through just feeling this collective throat chakra gunk coming up because so many of us are stepping into our voice, into our power, into our collective experience right now, recognizing how much trauma and turmoil there really has been, not just in the past 3 years, but for like the last 3 generations plus. And there is, I sense, this great divide happening. And I'm not about fear messaging. I'm not about scaring people. None of that. I am here to uplift the others of the world. So I want to say, if you're experiencing this collective friction, if you're like feeling this great divide happening, that you're not alone, that there are communities that are ready and open to receive you. I'm blessed to be a part of some communities that are actually having the hard conversations as they are coming up, recognizing that we have our own human junk that we're going to experience that is going to impact us, our own traumas and triggers and things that we've been through that are uniquely ours that are going to impact us on a surprising level from time to time. And it is all about coming back to center. It's all about coming back to ourselves. It's all about healing our inner wounds and being able to begin to interface with the collective in a more healed way. I constantly hear my own voice saying, downloading this cosmic voice of the beloved. I call it the voice of love. That's what it's been sort of how it's communicated with me, is announcing itself as the voice of love. And the voice of love just keeps reminding me the most important thing you can do to heal the collective is to work on healing yourself. And I talk a little bit about this with my call and Julie today, but I see there as being sort of two levels of healing. There's healing, and then there's healed in healing. And really the only difference between the two, because we're always healing, we're always on this journey of healing, is when we get to the healed point, we recognize and accept that it's never going to be perfect, that we're never going to be happy 24/7, that joy is a choice, and that we can be in our feelings, and that being in our feelings has the capacity to skyrocket us into greater things. That is what being healed means to me. So I'm here to help facilitate people jumping from healing to healed and healing, to allow people to bridge that gap between sort of the I'm stuck in the fear to I'm afraid, and that's okay. I can still experience all of these things. So really, the point of me getting on today was just to really speak on the fact that you are not alone if you're experiencing friction right now. You're not alone if you're experiencing some kind of great divide. If you're seeing the division in your nation, if you're seeing the division in your family, if you're seeing the division in a special community that you're a part of, I'm seeing it everywhere right now. And there is this collective opportunity to heal and have the important conversations that we've failed to have before. Or we can bypass and pretend it didn't happen and move on, right? And that is the source of so much crumbling and separation and division, is the ignoring it. So please, if you're hearing this, don't ignore your own inner feelings. Don't ignore your stuff. You are so worthy. And in the midst of all of this friction, it's, what I'm leaning on is knowing who my true supports are and knowing where I'm able to completely open my voice and express myself. And if you don't feel like you have a space like that where you can show up fully as yourself, and you're looking for some place to just be, to just be able to be you, maybe check out the Living Luna community, because we are about being uplifting and showing up for the others of the world, recognizing that you've been impacted by your trauma, but you are not your trauma. You've been impacted by it, and you are empowered to live the life that you want to live, even though you've been through those things. So, I'm feeling it. I am feeling the weight, literally the weight of the world. As a natural number 9, I hold this container for the collective. And as a quantum creatrix, I see the timeline that we are flowing down. Today is 4-4. 4-4 is the augur portal in the star archetype system. And the augur is the divine empath. The divine empath. There are so many important codes that are going to come through in the next 12 days about what makes us us versus what separates us from an other person. And in this, and being able to recognize our own edges, we're actually able to connect better with other people. So I would really invite you, if you feel called, if you're feeling this collective friction, to find your own edges and know what feelings are yours and what feelings belong to others, so that you can really work with it, so you can really transmute it. And if you happen to hold the augur imprint, and you are this embodiment of the divine empath, to know that you're not required, and I mean, this is really for everyone, you are not required to hold on to other people's feelings. You can bring them in, you can bring them through, and radiate that out in love, transmute it. So I hope this was helpful in some way. I just, I want you to know that you're not alone, because we're feeling it, and we're feeling it together. And if I can serve you in any way, please don't hesitate to reach out and see how we might work together. So otherwise, I hope that you have a beautiful 4-4 if you're watching this on 4-4. Otherwise, that you are having a beautiful augur illumination phase as we work with this template of empathy. And in general, that you are just so blessed by your life and your circumstances. And may you find your healing as you go through your day.